Alright, hi, it's Nick from Calgary Custom Concepts. Today I'm going to show you how to cut down a hollow core door. So there's a few tricks to this that you need to know. So our supplier only had 80-inch doors, but we need 77 and 5/8. So I'm going to mark that down in 3 spots for my track saw. I do 3 spots because if you got one of them wrong, then you'll notice. And if you didn't, and you just line up 2 of them, then later you might find out that your door has a taper on it. So you've got the flex tool track saw here. I'm going to set my depth. First step is to just cut right through. If you don't have a track saw, then you can make a track jig for your skill saw. You just take a piece of MDF, then you take a small little, like this, a 1/4-inch piece of MDF, tack it onto this side, and then that becomes the track that your miter saw can follow. But we're lucky here, so we get to use this very well made track saw. Okay, so now we get to see the anatomy of a hollow core door is cardboard. That's what's in here. You can see this is just cardboard, and we're going to remove the cardboard about 2 inches into here. Chisel will work well. So what this door is made up of is, as you can see here, is 1/8 MDF hardboard. Then you have a 1-inch piece of MDF on either side. And this one has, as you can see here, this is particle board. The particle board is about 2 inches thick down in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to reuse this particle board. That's going to get reused to build out the bottom of the door, because we can't just leave it like this. This is not stable. Moisture, insects, whatever, can, spiders in here. So we need to get this strengthened and sealed back up. But the nice thing is that we can just use this again. So there's 2 options. What we want to do is get this particle core. We want to get this out of here intact. So we need to remove the MDF skin from the top, the bottom, and the sides. And we can do all of that on a table saw, or we can use a planer. We could run this through a planer to take this off. We'll see how well attached it actually is. So that's the end come off there. So you can see it's not too much holding it on. If you're on a job site, you could free it up by hand, but we're going to use the table saw since the table saw is here. see, we've uncovered this the insert that was making up the bottom of the door, and all that's going to happen is this is going to go right back in here. So like I said, this is 2 inches. I'm going to make sure the cardboard is clear. Okay, so this part is important. We saw how the other one was glued on to the MDF, so we're doing some wood glue. I got some tight bond here. I'm going to glue this nicely. Then I'm going to show you there's a couple ways to finish this and to fasten it, depending whether you have time. You know, you might be on site and you have to get this door hung today, which means we're not going to clamp it up and leave it sitting in clamps. So we need the 2 faces because it's actually narrower. Even original, it was narrower than the full width. And now, you want to get a block and hang the edge off and tap it in with your block. This is what I'm trying to avoid, is what happened right here, is that it's gone deeper than the actual, it's gone in too far. So, let's see if I can get her back out. Okay, so at this point, you got 2 options. You can get 23 gauge pin nailer. You can shoot some pins through here, and that will work. What I like to do is do the tape clamp. Put some tape tightly pressed, and that's going to hold it together while your glue dries. And then you can go ahead and hang the door with your tape. I always cut off the bottom of the door. So now, if we want to, we can go and hang this. The last step is to sand. We want to take off this break this sharp edge. So we're going to sand on both of these edges. But basically, now this door is just as solid as it was when we started. And now it's a couple inches shorter, 2 3/8 shorter than it was. So that's how you shorten a hollow core door. Thanks for watching.